Hello everyone and welcome to another lesson. Today we'll be talking about past continuous or past progressive. In this lesson we'll be seeing how to form past continuous and when to use past continuous. Before we start our lesson, it is very important to know the form of the verb to be in the past. So for singular we say I was, you were, he was, she was, it was. For plural we say we were, you were, they were. Let's look at the forms of the past continuous. We'll start with the affirmative form. So it's subject plus to be, which is was or were, plus verb plus ing. Let's see some examples. She was cleaning the room. They were walking outside. He was riding his bike. We were talking on the phone. Past continuous in negations. It's subject plus to be, wasn't, weren't, plus verb plus ing. They weren't climbing the tree. I wasn't dreaming. She wasn't looking outside the window. He wasn't taking pictures. Past continuous in questions. It is to be, was, were, plus subject plus verb plus ing. So here we change or we switch the position of the subject and the verb to be. Was she brushing her teeth? Were you surfing on the internet? Was he opening the door? Were they helping in the farm? Now let's go through the use of past continuous. Let's see some examples. Here we have a picture of Sam and Dave playing tennis. So yesterday Sam and Dave played tennis. They started at 10 and finished at 11. Let's look at this example at a timeline. So we have now, which is present, and we have past. So the period of time that Sam and Dave were playing tennis was 10 and 11. So from 10 to 11 they played tennis. If you have a question like, what were Sam and Dave doing at 10:30? The answer will be they were playing tennis at 10:30 because this period, which is 10:30, is between 10 and 11. Let's look at another example. Tim did his homework yesterday. He started at 2:30 p.m. and finished at 3:30 p.m. So the period from 2:30 to 3:30, Tim did his homework. We can say at 2:45, Tim was doing his homework. At 3 o'clock, Tim was doing his homework. At 3:15, Tim was doing his homework. All of these times show that Tim was doing his homework. They are between 2:30 and 3:30. So we say that we use the past continuous to say that someone was in the middle of doing something at a certain time. Sam and Dave were playing tennis between 10 and 11 o'clock, and Tim was doing his homework between 2:30 and 3:30. Past progressive with past simple. Let's see some examples. Dan was cooking dinner when he burnt his finger. Catherine was watching TV when her father knocked on the door. They were talking on the phone when it started to rain. So in these sentences, we have two parts. The first part is the past continuous, and the second part is the simple past. So here we say that we often use past continuous and the simple past to say that something was happening in the middle of something else, or an action was interrupted by another action. Let's take the example of Catherine. So Catherine was watching TV. This is the first action. Her father knocked on the door. This is the second action. So we join these two parts by saying Catherine was watching TV when her father knocked on the door. So the first action was interrupted by the second action. We can say Catherine was watching TV when her father knocked on the door, or Catherine's father knocked on the door when she was watching TV. You have to remember that past continuous doesn't tell us whether an action was finished or not. Maybe was finished, maybe not. Jack and his cousin were playing a video game. This is past continuous. Jack and his cousin played a video game. This is simple past. So the first sentence and the second sentence are different. In the first sentence, we have an action that started at a certain time. We don't know which time. And the second one, the action happened in the past and finished in the past. But the first one, we don't know if the action has finished or not.